would like for my friends to raise their hand. And who can tell me the definition of the two words we learned yesterday, major events and character response? So let's start with major events. Who can raise your hand and remember what the word means? Major events. Lucy.
What it's about.
Okay. So what is what about? What the
story is about.
All right, great. So a major event is any key detail in the story that adds to or changes the story. Can we say that together? A major event is any key detail that adds to or changes the story. Awesome. Character response. Who remembers what that means? What does that word mean, Helen? How the character
Reacts.
finish, Helen.
To this story.
How the character reacts to the story. Correct. So character response. The word kind of gives you a hint about what it means. It's about how the character reacts to the major events that take place in the story. So that's why we're talking about them together. Major events and character response. Okay, great. So today we'll be reading Llama Llama Misses His Mama by Anna Dooney. We will be focusing on the character Llama Llama. Be sure to listen out for the major events, for the events in the story that we can consider major. So not every event, just major events, okay?
Okay.
And what clues that help us come to those major events. So what they do, what they say, what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're thinking, and or maybe how they're feeling. What clues help us? What clues help to tell us how the character responded to that major event? Okay. So as I'm reading, I want you guys to be listening out for major events and for characters' response to the events. And I'm going to be asking you questions about major events and characters' response to the events. Are we ready? All right. Mama Misses His Mama by Anna Dooney. That's Llama Llama in his bed.
What's so funny?
Llama Llama warm in bed, wakey wakey sleepyhead. Llama school begins today. Time to learn and time to play. He looks really sleepy. Make the bed and find some clothes. Brush the teeth and blow the nose. Eat some breakfast, clean the plate. Whoops! Oh my, we are running late. Drive to school and park the car. Tell the teacher who you are. Meet new faces, hear new names, see new places, watch new games. So what are these kids doing?
Playing. They're playing.
Does Llama Llama look like he's ready to play?
No.
Why not? What is he doing?
He's acting shy.
How do we know he's acting shy?
Because we remember it from earlier.
Raise your hand. Elijah, because what?
Because his facial expressions tell you how he's feeling.
Marley, what was you going to say?
Because that he has his little stuffed animal in his hand and he's hugging it tight.
Thank you. And yes, Helen, we know from earlier. Hang the coat and say goodbye. Llama Llama's feeling shy. We just guessed it. We said he's shy, and they just told us that he's feeling shy. Mama Llama goes away. Llama Llama has to stay. Strange new teachers, strange new toys, lots of kids and lots of noise. What would Llama like to do? Llama Llama feels so new. He feels overwhelmed.
I'm so new. Because he is new.
Build a castle out of blocks. Make a rocket from a box. Llama Llama shakes his head. Llama walks away instead. Here's a little chugga-choo with a captain and a crew. With the llama like a ride. Llama Llama tries to hide. So is he still feeling shy?
Yes.
Now just in your mind, I want you to think of all the clues that are telling us how he feels. How do we know this about him?
Welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Alina, to go, please.
Okay.
Alina.
Reading stories on the rug. Kids are cuddled, sitting snug. Would the llama like to look? Llama Llama hates that book. now find a seat. Llama doesn't want to eat. Llama makes a little moan. Llama feels so alone. Llama misses Mama. So, why did Mama Llama go? It's too much for little Llama. Llama misses Mama. Oh, look, he's crying. Don't be sad, new little llama. It's okay to miss your mama. But don't forget, when day is through, she will come right back to you. Llama, please don't fuss. Have some fun and play with us. So the story is changing a little bit, and these major events are happening. Put on coats and run outside. See the playhouse. Try the slide. Tag and jump rope. Hide and seek. Close your eyes. Do not take a peek. Now it's time to draw and write. Great big crayons, colors bright. Take some paper from the stack. Ooh. Mama Llama, you came back! So he was having so much fun that he even noticed that his mom just came back. Teacher gets a goodbye hug, wave to friends on the reading rug. Climb the playhouse with the slide. See if Mama fits inside. So is he playing now?
Yeah.
Playing with his friends and talking to his friends? Lots to show and lots to say. Back again another day. Llama finds out something new. He loves Mama. And school too. All right, the end. Now I would like for you guys to go back to your seat silently and think about the major events that took place in the story and how the character Llama responded to those major events. I forget I have to pass out you guys this paper.
Can you get Lucy to do it? Lucy.
Lucy, can you help me pass out these papers, please? I'm gonna pass out half. Type one so you can hear my voice. So your papers already have your names on them, okay? Remember we passed these out earlier.
Y'all come over so that my table you can get the shot time.
Leisha, Brennan, Vivian. I believe this is yours, Brian. Jeffrey, Mauricio. Jacob.
I've lost 9. I've lost 9. This is my cousin.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, we'll go ahead and see. I need y'all to be silent because he's anxious.
Miss Bolton's class, raise your hand if you do not have a paper. Who does not have this sheet? Miss Marley, please put your name on the front of this paper. Okay. It is quite all right. I'm going to grab my copy. All right, Miss Bolton's class. Now we're all looking at the same paper, okay? Now who can recall the first major event that took place in this story that we just read? Jacob? What was the first major thing that happened? We know he got up, he got ready for school, and when he got to school he was
nervous.
Do you guys think that's major?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
That is
okay.
major. Everybody is high.
Okay. So we know you guys should be following along with Miss Asia. We already have our name written down. Today is October the 23rd. You should have that written down already. We're looking at the first line that says major event. They want to know what's the first thing that happened. So we know one of the first major events was Llama being dropped off at school. Being dropped off at school. You guys should be riding along with Miss Asia. Okay. What did he do while he was being dropped off at school? We know from the illustration that he was
being shy.
What was he doing? What was his actions? Let me turn back to the page so I can show you guys.
He was not wanting to get close to.
So when he first got dropped off at school, and we can use illustrations in our books to really help us understand what happened. What is he doing?
He was holding his bear.
We know he was shy, but what tells us about his body actions that's being shy?
He was holding his bear.
Holding his bear. What was he doing? What does his face show? He was looking. He was looking down.
And he was looking at everybody and what they're doing.
Yeah. So we can say holding his bear. I know these boxes are really small, you guys. I tried to make them as big as I could. You can say holding his bear. Looking down. We should be in the do section. When you're ready to move on, I know because you have your thumb up. So once you're done writing, I know because your thumb's up. Okay? You don't have to write both. You can say he was holding his bear or he was looking down. You do not have to write both, okay? I just gave you two different examples for the do section. Okay. So I see a few thumbs. Okay. We're just going to talk about the next section. I'm not going to start writing yet. During this time, does Llama say anything?
No.
He didn't say a peep, right? So for the say section, you don't have to write anything, okay? Because at this time, he didn't say anything, so you don't have anything to write. Just draw a line through your say section. He didn't say anything, so we don't have anything to write. Okay? What do you guys think, based on what he was doing, holding his bear and looking down, what do you guys think he was thinking about? Did he want to be at school then?
No.
Where did he rather be?
He'd rather be at home with his mama.
Correct.
Being at home.
Are we ready to move on to this block?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were thinking, he was probably thinking about being at home. He did not want to be at school because it was his first day. Do you guys remember your first day of school?
No. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. I was kind of nervous. So I knew in 5 my friends would be in my class. Actually, my first day.
So the next section should be quick, being at home. He was thinking about being at home. We know this because that was his very first day at school and he was looking shy. So he's probably wishing he was at home and not at school. And we know how he felt because we said it 1,000 times. He felt shy. So shy is going to go in the last section. When your pencil is down on your table, I know you're ready to move on. I don't want to move too fast for you guys, okay? So just let me know when you're ready. You can put your thumb up, you can place your pencil, you can do whatever you need to do to let me know. And I think majority of us are ready to move on. Okay, so the next major event. Who thinks they know what the next major event in the story was? Ethan?
At school.
Him being at school? What was he doing at school?
Making sense.
Okay, that's going to be our last event. There was something that happened in the middle. I don't know if you guys remember. Elijah? Once his mom left him at school, what was he doing?
He was acting shy and he was trying to hide.
He was trying to hide. Thank you, Brendan. I'm going to show you the illustration that lets me know that. So I want you guys to see that the pictures in your stories can help you to understand how the characters feel. Remember when I said, here's a little chug-a-chew with the captain and the crew? Would the llama like to ride? Llama tries to hide. So he's trying to hide from his friends, okay? That's the next major event we're going to talk about. So for the major event, we're probably going to put what? Llama tries to hide. Llama. Two llamas. My name. Tries to hide. Llama tries to hide. We can say hide from friends at school. Llama can say hide, tries to hide. Now sometimes the major event and the action kind of seem the same because what was he doing? Hiding. So we know he was hiding. We can put hiding in this box. He was hiding. During this major event, did Llama say anything?
No.
Do you have a question, Jackson? Okay. In a few minutes, okay? Okay. Almost done. So while he was hiding, what do you guys think he was probably thinking? I'm going to show you the illustration one more time to give you some clues.
Scared.
Raise your hand and tell me. What'd you say, Katie? Because I love what you just said. He was scared. He was crying at breakfast. This was breakfast, so we know he was probably just shy and scared. Let me see. Let's go back.
I thought this was breakfast. That's lunch.
Oh, yeah, that is lunch. I'm sorry. I skipped way too fast, I think. Oh, yeah, there it is. What do you have to say, Alicia?
He might be thinking they probably won't like me on the train.
Or he was just probably just thinking that they won't like him at all. He's making friends. So we can put in the think section that he was thinking about how scared he was. Let me see that real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. He was probably thinking that he was scared. He was probably thinking that he wanted to go home. So we're going to say that he was scared. Thinking of how scared he was. Or yeah, he could have been thinking about mama. We honestly can almost say he's thinking about mama. Thinking about mama. So not much has changed between the first major event and the second major event because he was thinking about. It says thinking about mama. And just like the first event, in the second event, he was still feeling what kind of way? What do you think, Addison? Shy. Thank you. He was still feeling shy. So quickly fill that in. And I know you're done because your thumb is up. He was still feeling shy. So not much has changed in those two major events. Besides the fact that he was hiding from his friends at this point. I know you're finished because your thumb is up. Don't forget to cross out your say section. For those first two boxes, you can put an X, you can put a line.
My thumb is down.
Okay. Are you done? Can I move on, you guys?
Yeah.
No. I'll give you a few more minutes.
Can we please move on?
Okay. So we're going to move on to the last major event. I want to know who can raise their hand and tell me what they think the last major event in this story is. Raise your hand and say it. What? He starts making friends. Let me see if I can find an illustration that shows me this. He was still angry. Still angry. He was crying. He was crying at lunch, guys.
Here.
Oh, there we go. Llama Llama, please don't fuss. Have some fun and play with us. So his friends were telling him, have some fun, play with us. So he starts playing. It says, put on coats, run outside, see the playhouse, and try the slide. So our last major event is Llama Llama making friends. And I'm probably going to have to... Llama Llama makes friends. Llama Llama makes friends.
Friends.
What action was he doing that showed us that he was making friends? Someone besides the laser, raise your hand, please. Lucy. He was playing with friends. Thank you. Playing with others. I'm gonna put playing with others. Playing with others. That's how we know, because we just looked at our illustrations that helped us come to that conclusion. It gave us clues to help us figure this out. So I'm noticing a trend. I'm gonna go back to the illustrations. I want you guys to see it yourself. Does Llama Llama say anything at this time?
Yeah.
What does he say?
Yes.
Well, at this time he did say, Mama Llama, you came back. But while he was playing with his friends, since we're focusing on this major event, did he say anything during this time? No, he didn't say anything.
Well, he could have. We just don't. It doesn't say what he did say.
Yes, he could have. He could have. And we could think of something that he could have said. Like if he was finally playing with his friends, what do you guys think he might have said?
Yay.
Yay.
Let's go run outside.
Let's go run outside. I'm going to use Ethan's yay. So we can put yay right here because that's probably what he was saying. So this book has, the author is the narrator. And we're going to talk about the narrator a little bit at the end, okay? What was he thinking at this time, guys? Since he was finally making friends, he was playing with others, he was probably thinking what? That school is fun. He was probably just thinking about how fun school actually is.
Fun.
School is so fun. Isn't school so fun, you guys?
Yeah. Sometimes. Recess is fun. Actually, I don't like recess. Recess isn't that good. Recess is...
Okay, I'm going to give you a few more minutes to write what I have written. I'm going to move on to the last block.
Finish the one. School is fun.
What do you think he felt finally? Happy. Brendan says he finally felt happy. What do you guys think?
Happy.
Happy. Yep. Happy.
Hooray, happy.
Hip hip hooray. Happy.
Hip hooray.
Okay. So while you guys are writing, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. So today we learned that sometimes the text will tell us what the character did, said, thought, or felt, but not every time. It's important that we learn how to determine the character's response on our own. So just like it didn't tell us what he said, we made it up. It's important for you guys to be able to know based on looking at illustrations, based on the actions, or based on any of the other boxes and clues in our text, how to fill these things in, okay? It says we know that when a character speaks in a book, it's usually accompanied with, who knows what these are? Quotation marks. This book had no quotation marks. That means the character did not speak, which is why we didn't put anything for those two say boxes, right?
Mm-hmm. Except yay.
It says, however, we also know that sometimes the character does not speak, but instead is narrated by the author. So in this book, the author was the narrator, okay? Even though he did not speak, even though Llama Llama did not speak, I want you guys to look at the bottom of your page. You guys are going to fill this in on your own, the bottom. It says, even though Llama Llama did not say anything, what does his actions, his thoughts, and his feelings tell us about him? the bottom of your paper is a fill-in sentence. It says, Llama Llama's actions, words, thoughts, and feelings tell me blank about him. You can put one word. I want you to take all three of those major events and tell me what they tell us about the character Llama Llama. I want you to look at all three of these major events we just filled in.
We wasted snack time.
And answer, what does it tell us about Llama Llama? And we can't say that he tells us he's happy. He was only happy at the end of the story, okay? And what does all three of those major events tell us about Llama Llama? And I know this because, okay? Yeah. Look at each of your boxes and come to a conclusion of what it tells us about the character and why you know this. What made you come to that conclusion about him? So for instance, you could say Llama Llama was crazy because he ran a bike in the middle of the road or something. But you know that didn't happen. That was just an example, okay? So what do you know about Llama Llama now after reading this story? And once you're done, you may eat your snack, okay?
Thank you.
And when you're done, let me know so I can collect your paper.